Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. So all my readings are timeless. This is a timeless divine counterpart love reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and not try to force the story to fit your narrative. It could be past, present, or future energy, okay? If you feel called to book a personal reading with me, all of that information will be in the description box below, okay? Just heads up, my Cash App isn't working, just in case. So if you have Venmo or PayPal, that's the best way to do it right now. Okay, so the only downloaded message I got while I was just shuffling for the energy was the universe, your higher power, divine source. They know your soul. And I was getting like, you can't manipulate the universe into thinking that you're ready for anything. Very much getting like Steve Love Tarot in my head, and I haven't watched him in months. But I'm just getting that type of energy, how he always says you have to have true feelings into something when you're trying to manifest, that you have to really feel it, you have to be genuine with it, is the energy I'm getting. So if you're trying to manifest your divine counterpart, if you're not in union just yet, you have to come from your soul. You have to be soul led in everything that you do. You can't come from your brain. Half the time you can't even come from your heart. You have to come from your soul for a lot of things. So it might be an energy of just sitting and meditating on specific things, specific manifestations and all that, okay? But let's see what we get into here today. Thank you. We have fragment number 15. We have fulfillment number 20. I thought it flipped. We have differences number 36, and then we have confidence number 42. Every time I get that card, it's definitely heart chakra for me. And then we have beauty number 40. On the bottom we have playful number 44. Fours can be significant. 2s, 1s, 5s, 6s, 3s. Let's see where we go. Just like in the general that I did, it feels like it's like that one small thing that's holding you back from manifesting the sin, if you're not in union yet. Yeah, it's still some type of lesson, the Page of Swords, that you need to look at. Something that still needs to be learned. Thank you. Thank you. In your energy collective, we have the Magician. You can have heavy Gemini, Virgo placements. And your divine person's energy, we have the Ten of Swords. They're always going through it. But take whatever side resonates with you, okay? We all have divine feminine and masculine energy within us. Okay. Energy of the relationship, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then how to bring you two closer together, we have the Three of Swords reversed, which is healing, which is beautiful. And the potential, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, look at that, the Two of Cups. So, you know, in relationship readings, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse means that you try not to be single anymore. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. We have the Five of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups, the King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Death, Scorpio energy. I see that Hermit underneath there, Virgo energy. Could have heavy water energy, fixed sign energy in your chart, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. This feels like going through huge ego death to bring this into union, stepping into your soul purpose, coming into alignment with your divine counterpart. It feels like facing the things that hurt you in the past, things that you thought were your happiness, and transmuting that energy is what I'm getting. Yeah. Things that didn't move forward, things that kept you stagnant, things that you accept it in your past. It's like you're taking a hard look at that and really healing it to bring this closer together, to bring this new beginning, this new stable beginning together. Okay, it's like facing your ego, facing your shadow self, and not being afraid to look at it anymore is what I'm getting. A lot of us know what our issues are, and a lot of the times we'll tell ourselves, oh, I'm just going to be like this forever, I'm not going to change, because I was like that. I knew what my trauma was. I knew what I needed to heal within myself, but I always told myself before I started my spiritual journey that I was always going to be this way. I was always going to stay that way. I was just going to be this cold, non-communicative, is that the word? Person. I just was like, if somebody just has to love me this way, I'm always going to be like nonchalant. I'm always going to be just super detached, is the best way I could put it, until I started my journey, until I met my twin flame, and he was a mirror for me, and it started my spiritual awakening. Like most of us meet our twin flame or just going through that immense heartbreak. Not everybody goes through it when they have their awakening, but for most of us we do. And that's what this energy is. It feels like kind of facing that last bit of trauma. It could be healing some type of inner child wound, and I got that in the general that I did too. So if you feel called, check that out. Let's start clarifying, collective. In your energy, we have the Magician. Spirit, please clarify that for me. The Magician. Thank you. We have Strength, reverse Leo energy. The Ace of Wands. The Ten of Swords, reverse. The Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Wands, reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to come from a place of love. You're trying to come from your soul. You're trying not to manifest a new beginning with your heart closed up, with your heart chakra blocked. Like I said, the Strength is about heart chakra, and it's in the reverse. And I told you, whenever this card comes out, it gives me heart chakra because of the green background. You're facing what hasn't worked, and you're healing that. You're recovering from that because you're trying to manifest this loving. You're trying to manifest your divine purpose, your partner, your counterpart in. That's what you're trying to do. So you're trying to come from a place of love. So I see you trying not to manifest in your old ways. I see you learning the lessons, taking the baby steps that you need to take. Okay? I see you healing the fear, healing the unhealthy thoughts. I see you moving away from it. It's literally the energy of facing your shadow. I don't see the devil here just yet, but that's what it's giving me. It's giving you're facing your shadow, you're facing your truth. And it could have been something that you went through at the time of this reading. We're in the post-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. And I was getting like you guys were going through some heavy third-party energy during the retrograde for the last reading that I did, or one of the last readings that I did. And whatever that is that you were going through at that time, I think it helped you step more in alignment to where you're supposed to go now, is the energy that I'm getting. I see you facing your truth. I see you looking in the mirror. You could be doing mirror work. Where you look at yourself in the mirror and you talk about your trauma, how you're going to heal it, how you're going to transmute it. When you tell yourself the things that hurt you and how you will never let those things hurt you again, it's kind of given that. It's a mirror exercises. It's something like that. But I see you facing that head on, collective, and that's really great. In your person's energy, they have the Ten of Swords. Spirit, clarify the Ten of Swords. Thank you. I have the Chariot, Cancer energy. The Nine of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. The Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Five of Swords. They can have heavy air placements as well. The Queen of Wands and the Tower, yeah. The Knight of Cups. Whatever your person is going through at this time, okay, I just think that they're like, I'm not giving to this anymore. It feels like an energy of choosing themselves. It feels like they nipped something in the bud with this Queen of Swords. It felt like They're tired of being in their head about it. They're tired. They're tired of being used. If you know who your person is and you're not together just yet, maybe you're like in a talking stage. Maybe it's something that they're going through that you might not quite like know what's going on with them at the moment, but they're like, yeah, I'm moving on. I'm moving forward. I'm releasing this. I'm not working through this anymore. So you're recovering, but they're going through something that they were given to. They're like, no more. I'm not giving to that. Yeah, they're finding their happiness, their new beginning somewhere else. And like I said, it could lead them closer to you. Yeah, 10 of Wands reverse. They're letting it go. And this could just be an energy within themselves that they never really took a hard look in the mirror at as well. It doesn't even have to be like, this could also be something of their past that they had to face head on so they could come into union with you. So they could heal this. It could be a trauma, like I was saying earlier, that they didn't face in their life and realize that they were feeding that energy, they were feeding that pain instead of releasing it and letting it go. I think they're telling themselves no more. So it's like a mixture. Like for some, they just went through this. For others, yeah, judgment. For others, they're finally facing this. They're about to close this chapter, because once you get to judgment, you get to the world, stepping in, closing the old chapter, getting into a new one. And the energy of the relationship, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. Sun in reverse, Leo energy. Seven of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. That happened in the general reading. I think you guys should check that reading out as well. It might help. It might have a message in there for you. The High Priestess, Pisces energy. The Four of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups. The Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. The Devil. There you go. The shadow side. Like I was saying earlier, you could have heavy Capricorn energy in your chart. But like I was saying, you cannot manifest the new if you're not coming from your soul. High Priestess in the reverse. You have to genuinely connect with yourself first. You have to come into union with yourself first. There is something about your childhood, and I think this is a trauma that you're both facing, that is delaying your manifestations to come into union with each other, to have this new stable beginning come in. Okay? And Spirit is saying that you have to connect deeply with yourself. You have to really heal this for this great love to come in, for this beautiful soulmate that you spent so many lifetimes with, previous lifetimes with. Okay, you have to release the burden, the conflict. Yeah, Justice, Libra energy. You have to bring balance in. You have to face whatever demon this is. You have to face whatever traumatic experience this is. And like I said, I see you guys doing that. But Spirit is saying you have to really close this chapter, transmute that energy, because we did see death. You have to go through this rebirth. You have to go through this dark night of the soul to really, really bring in this manifestation, to really bring this into union. So this is about like probably meditating. Sorry if you could hear that loud noise in the background. This is probably about meditating. This is probably about connecting deeper to your higher self. And I will do a soul message reading soon. And just, yeah, finding your happiness on your own first is what I'm feeling. Because like I always tell you guys in this reading, you have to come in union with yourself first. You have to be, your divine feminine and masculine energy have to be in union within yourself first before you can get out of union to come in. Okay? So this is really about connecting more deeply to your higher self as you close out this last chapter, this deep wound that you have. Because it feels like you have to heal this wound, this traumatic experience first before union could come in, because you don't want to come in. I know we're always healing. We're always we're always healing. We're always transmuting negative energy. We're always healing from something in our lives. And I'm not saying you have to be 100% healed for this to come in, but this is a very deep rooted traumatic wound that has to be worked on first. Even if you're working on it as this person comes in, as long as you're doing the work, you'll receive your blessings. And how to bring you two closer together, we have the Three of Swords reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. Look at that. The Ace of Cups. The more you heal, the more you bring this love in. the Moon, Cancer, Pisces energy, the King of Wands. Look at that. The Star, Aquarius energy, the Four of Swords again, the Four of Wands reversed, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. This is about you healing the energy of never abandoning yourself again, from not coming from ego, to have clarity and truth going forward as you step into destiny, as you step into this union. This is literally the Three of Swords reversed, and the Four of Swords is literally about healing, about resting. So for this to come in, you have to stay the course. You have to face your shadow. You have to face your ego. It's a very deep wound for you guys, and it's, like I said, it's going to be different for all of you. I always shout out my girl Elisa from Celebrate Tarot. She does shadow work readings. Okay, so if you're not really sure what that is or how to work on it, book with her. And she does lives on TikTok. If you can't afford a full reading with her, she does minis, and it could be a step forward for you in any way, shape, or form. I consider all tarot readings shadow work readings. Just depends on the reader. But if you need to book with whoever you trust, whether it's me, her, or anybody else. But if you don't know where to start, even if you pull cards for yourself and try to figure it out, but it's something deep rooted within you guys. And Spirit is saying you have to have clarity moving forward. You have to know what is ego and what is your soul, and be in true alignment. Okay, having the Moon and the Star coming out together is beautiful. Okay, face that pain, face that hurt, that abandonment that you may have felt. Five of Cups. It's time to heal that completely. And the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Excuse me, Spirit, please clarify that. Thank you. The Ten of Cups. The Three of Wands. The Page of Cups. The Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Ten of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is about you knowing what you don't want moving forward. What I'm getting from the Seven of Swords, and sevens could be significant for you right now, the mask that you've worn this whole time. The unhealthy thoughts, habits, being, whatever it is for you, you're knowing that that's not what you want moving forward. You're knowing that that's what's kept you stuck. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, that's clarity for me. It's you knowing the signs that you were ignoring from Spirit. It's like you're learning that lesson finally. Like, I kept living my life in an unhappy situation. I kept living my life not knowing what to do. I kept isolating myself instead of letting go of the things that no longer serve me, instead of moving forward from the things that kept me stuck and stagnant. You're making the choice to love you right now, which is beautiful. Yeah, death, rebirth. You're transmuting. You're turning over a whole new leaf in this new timeline, in this new energy shift. I did get the energy of jumping timelines too earlier, but I forgot to say it. You're like, no more isolating, no more hiding, no more lying to myself. You want to be in a relationship, and you're facing the things that's held you back for so long. You're finally facing them with all that page energy. The pages are students, so you're facing those things. You're paying attention to what you were lacking in the past because of your childhood wounds, because of your trauma. You're facing that head on, the both of you, in different ways. Like, the Divine Feminine is always a few steps ahead of the Divine Masculine. And I see your person as the masculine in this situation, but that could be you as well. Like I said, take whatever side resonates more with you. But I see real healing, real truth happening. I feel like a deep wound is really being looked at to bring this closer together. Advice for the collective, Spirit. Advice for the collective. The Six of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. The Five of Pentacles reverse. The Eight of Cups. The Magician and the Nine of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment. The Tower. Keep doing what you're doing, collective, is what I'm getting. Because you're going to start manifesting in a very healthy way because you came out as a magician. Keep giving to yourself. Keep healing this energy. Keep fighting for your new beginning. You know where you were before was keeping you stuck, and now you're facing that truth. You're paying attention to the signs from spirit. You're looking at the things that did not prosper, the things that did not grow, and you're finally making a judgment call on healing this energy within yourself. Yeah. The Tower in the reverse for me sometimes is a fresh start, and that's what you're trying to give yourself right now. So you could get everything that you desire. So you could be in alignment with your true purpose, with your person. Because this isn't just about coming into union with your divine counterpart. I know this is a love reading, but this is about you coming into union with your true purpose, with yourself, and with this person. Because the both of you are healing something. Something truly deep. Something that really hurt you in the past, that it was really hard for you to look at. You probably still cry about it when you think about it. You're facing that truth. You're honoring yourself and facing it. Because you know once you really heal it, you'll feel better in moving forward. You'll find that happiness. You'll find that relief. You'll find that like breath of fresh air. Advice for the collective spirit. Advice. Thank you. Have Mother Rose. Look, we have the sun on the bottom. So this could definitely be inner child work. It could definitely be a something that happened to you in childhood that you need to face. But we have the Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, humanity. Okay, so it's 94. This is really lining up with the general reading, I think. So, like I said earlier, if you feel called to watch it, please do. So, September 4th could be significant. January 3rd, the 13th, you could have been 13 years old when something happened to you. Okay. A sacred symbol of the feminine, the rose has been here much longer than us. In ancient times, garlands of roses were placed around statues of Mother Goddess in worship of her. We're all her children. She connects and unites us all. If we trace her roots far enough, maybe we'll find our way back to each other. We're living in a time of great division, learning and unlearning. We're together, mending the thread of humanity. This is a card of returning to union by facing what's been broken, separated, and severed. To realize that we're all human, and while harm has been done, what's needed now is for us to acknowledge what's happened, and endeavor to find a way to return to each other. To realize that it's possible for two people to have a different experience at the same time, and that both can be true. Mother Rose longs for humanity to drop defenses and reach out to each other with deep honesty and compassion. To face and untangle the sadness, anger, and hurt from our hearts with the help of her grace. To dig our roots deep until we find common ground. Which relationships are difficult for you now? Who has hurt you? How can you soften and express your truth without being defensive? How can you open yourself up to the possibility that two truths can exist at once? Rose transmission. Mother Rose, please show us how to find our way back to you, the earth, and each other. Please help me acknowledge what's difficult for me, and may my heart be filled with compassion for all. That's what I'm saying. That last part, for real. What relationships are difficult for you now? Who has hurt you? How can you soften and express your truth without being defensive? It feels like you're trying to learn how to do those things at this point, because you know that you can't be in a union with someone if you feel like defensive. Like they say, your first healthy relationship is the hardest because you don't know how to be in that situation, like, you don't know how to love because you've never been in a healthy love, and it's going to be hard, but you're taking the baby steps to really be like, okay, if I get into this healthy relationship, how can I not do this? How can I do that? How can I be open with this person and say, I'm still healing, I'm still learning, I'm still going through this, please, like, work with me, be patient with me, you know, stuff like that. Like, you're really facing that is what I'm getting. Advice for the collective, spirit advice. It's time to take action, Aries energy. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Don't let pride get in your way, Leo energy. The answers you need are coming, Gemini energy. Literally almost all the same cards as earlier. A time to give rather than take, Virgo energy. Conclusions are within reach. Hold on, Spirit is saying one more. Oh, there's two more. Nothing will come of this situation and show the world the real you, believing in the impossible. I feel like nothing will come of this situation is you continuing to, like, to hide yourself. Like, we saw that Seven of Swords, like, wearing that mask. Like, you have to be real with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You cannot hide in the shadows anymore. You cannot not face your truth of the hurt and the pain. There's no more burying it deep down. It's really time to face that. Advice for the collective, spirit. Divine masculine, number 32. That number could be important to you, but yeah, this is you being in your truth, speaking your truth, stepping into your power, embodying that emperor energy, right? Embodying that masculine energy, being honest with yourself, being truthful, stepping up, being that masculine energy that you might not have had as a child, being that for yourself first before somebody else can come in and be your divine masculine, is what I'm getting. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And then we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic interest. This to me is separation isn't going to be much longer. Like, for me, it's giving that, like I said, you've been with this person many lifetimes. Whoever this energy is for you, even if you don't know them in the 3D right now, your souls know each other. Your souls have known each other for many thousands of years, lifetimes, spent many lifetimes together, whether it's twin flame or not, because not all of us are in union with our twin flame in every lifetime. But it's going to feel new, it's going to feel fresh, but it's also going to feel familiar. And as you work through these things, I feel like it's really going to come together. Just keep working on yourself, collective. When you work on yourself, when you work on your shadow work, Spirit blesses you with your manifestations. Advice for the collective. Advice. You have apology. You can expect an apology. You want to hear. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. We have balance. One person is given too much in the relationship. We have strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Fate. This is a distant partnership. Unplug. Work less with help will help strengthen your relationship. What I'm getting is because the strictly sexual is giving devil energy for me, like the devil card in tarot. I feel like this is you saying sorry to yourself for the things that you accepted in the past. And once you bring balance in, because it could have been an energy of you giving yourself to people too early, you not fantasizing, but like that Pisces energy, wearing rose colored glasses for a love that you knew wasn't going to be fulfilling for you, is what I'm getting. I feel like this is you apologizing to yourself and taking those baby steps to bring balance in. It's giving like you knew that those relationships in the past were only on an intimate level and not on like a romance, a love type of energy is what I'm getting. And it's not really about a specific person. It's about what you accepted in the past and how you look at that energy now moving forward. That's what I'm getting the most. Like, I just feel like a lot of you had like an epiphany moment during this most recent, at the time of this reading, Mercury retrograde. Advice for the collective. But that's about you apologizing to you, saying sorry to yourself for the things that you accepted in the past. That's what I'm getting. And like I said, this is about your person too. The Mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. Okay, so that is number 108. So October 8th could be significant. January 8th could be significant. In the month of September again, or somebody could have been 9 years old, 10 years old, 8 years old, or something could have happened from 8 to 10 years old for you. I'm still getting like childhood stuff. Like, okay. Intuition is pointless unless we act on it, but it rarely makes logical sense, which is why it takes faith to trust it and courage to act on it. But when we do gather up the will to act on our intuition, each and every day we'll find ourselves living in a truly blessed, deeply aligned life that's led from within. I call it living a soul-led life, which is what I said in the beginning of the reading. There's a golden thread before you, calling you towards it, beckoning you forth. You're being called to trust your inner compass and being led from within. Mist and fog from when it's extremely humid and water vapor condenses to form droplets that hang in the air. When mist or fog sets in, it's as if everything's hanging in a state of mystery. When we're walking in mist, we make sure we're facing the right way. Slow down and enter a state of trust. Following our intuition is similar to that. While you may not know every step along the way or the exact destination, you're called to trust your inner compass, to trust that the path will appear before you and for you. Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, following the yellow brick road, we're all being led home to ourselves and our soul's path. It just requires us to consistently trust the guidance system within. What's your intuition calling you to do right now? Yeah. Like I was saying in the beginning of the reading, live a soul-led life. Trust your intuition. Deeply connect to yourself, your higher self. This could be an energy of needing to meditate more. Just connect to your higher self, the 5D. The frequency, I think, is 936. That frequency is supposed to help you connect to your higher self, I believe. I meditate on that energy sometimes as well. So I think it's 936. Let me make sure really quick. I think it's not. I have a playlist where I meditate to different frequencies that help me align with specific parts of my body and chakras. And you know, if you've been following me for a long time, you know I do all of that stuff. But 963, there you go. 963 is supposed to be the frequency where you connect to your higher self. So if you need to meditate with that frequency, and I know it's kind of hard because of the high pitched noises, so you might be sensitive, so don't have it too high. Align it with your, not just your first 7 chakras, but the next 7, 8 to 12. Those help you align too with source, intergalactic energy, your starseed family. Anything that helps you truly connect. Anything that helps you. Advice for the collective, spirit. Advice for the collective. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I don't even want to get on the card, to be honest. I feel like that's perfect. I have indecision. I use my intuition on all aspects of my life. Adversity. I accept the challenges. That challenges are the best way to learn. I have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, which I feel like that's heavy for you guys. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. We have relationships. I attract those people who serve my highest good. And then we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Then we have peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. This feels like calling in your soul tribe. This is you forgiving yourself for any, like I said, doubts, all that from the past. This is you have an inner peace and outer peace. And I just feel like all of that is manifesting for you. I think you guys are taking a huge like transition in your healing journey. That's what I'm getting. Advice for the collective. Advice. I have thinker number 44, and 4s are about stability. Love is not logic, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and the cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. And I just feel like for those of you who've always thought like the sexual part of a relationship was really, really important, or maybe you were hypersexualized as a child, so as you got older, you always thought that you had to use your body or something like that. You won't have to just depend on that in a relationship with your actual divine counterpart. It won't always be about that specific type of intimacy. There's all forms of intimacy. There's all types of different versions of romance. So if that's a huge trigger for you, if that's a part of you that really needs to be healed, just really face that truth. Know that you don't have to use your body to get someone to love you, because that energy is come out in the Oracle, so it must be pretty heavy for somebody. Only say that if it resonates. Advice for the collective. We have no. So if you had a yes or no question on your mind, spirit is saying no. I have unlikely. Forgiveness again. Trust again. Take action and be assertive in the near future. If there's someone that, because forgiveness is sticking out to me, and I know I said earlier it's about forgiving yourself, but if there was someone in your childhood or in your past that you know that you cannot talk to, that you know that you have no contact, no communication, maybe they're passed on, take how it resonates, find forgiveness within that. If you're someone who is like a medium and you could connect with those energies and you want to find forgiveness that way, because you could be a light worker, starseed, you could do that, but there's something that you have to forgive. Like I said, it could be within yourself, it could be another person, but you have to let that hurt go, is what I'm getting. The more we really face our truth, face our shadow, the more in alignment we become. And remember, these readings are all about you coming into union with your person. So how you do that is you heal yourself. This is a divine counterpart reading. So this is about you coming into union, and you're keeping that union in a healthy state. Okay, so that's how I read energy. I'm not going to be like, oh, this person is so in love with you. Da, 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 da. I know this person is in love with you. Their soul is in love with you. You guys are in love with each other. You spend many, many lifetimes together. This is about healing the parts of you to keep this in union and have this come into union. Okay? Affirmation of advice for the collective. Thank you for all your messages today, Spirit. Okay. It's a lot. When I feel stuck, I get my body moving. It is safe for me to rest. My soul is infinite and divine. I find strength in the silence. My big vision is a sum of the small steps I take each day, which I think all of these resonate in a very specific way, especially this one. It's just giving that you guys need to meditate more, to connect more deeply to your higher self, okay? I hope that this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here with me and making it to the end of my readings. Like I said in the beginning, if you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below. You guys stay safe, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next reading.